A look there at Chase Field here in Phoenix. It's opening night 2014, and we've got a good matchup here between the LA Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The date that's been circled for weeks is finally here. It's opening night. It's the show. And it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2014 Arizona Diamondbacks.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. The guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers, as the skipper Don Mattingly will line his guys up this way. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. And standing in is Hanley Ramirez as we are ready to get this one going. And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this is fouled back and out of play. And this is going to be a foul ball. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw to first will be in time to retire Ramirez for the game's first out. So the leadoff man retired here to kick off the brand new season. And with that, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Justin Turner will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ballgame.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
And this is swung on and sent in the air toward Cruz in right field. And that's out number 2.
Batting third, first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
Adrian Gonzalez will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of the pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. Dodgers nothing. Diamondbacks coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Diamondbacks. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. And behind him defensively, the Dodgers will line up like this. Gerardo Parra will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading out for the Diamondbacks, center fielder, Gerardo Parra.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Didi Gregorius will step in now. Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike there, 0-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Let's get a hit. Come on.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Slider, oh, look out as that one just about took his nose off. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
Here he comes, 3-1. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career punch-out. You can bet his club is hoping for a lot more of that going forward.
Well, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to be a solid one. Many of the best pitchers at this level have at least one put-away pitch that they can go to in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Paul Goldschmidt is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
Just overmatched him there.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there. Two. Now a swing and a ground ball for Ramirez at short. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. After 1, no score. Matt Kemp leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Center fielder, Matt Kemp.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2013, a second straight injury-filled season for Kemp. Wound up playing in just 73 ball games following 106 the year before. But if you go back to 2011, he was 1 homer away from finishing with a 40-40 campaign.
And that's only happened 4 times in history, so that tells you how good he was that year.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
And if you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Yasiel Puig will dig in and take his first cuts of the new campaign. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up, and I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
As far as rookie pitchers are concerned, he looks pretty poised out there. He doesn't have that deer in the headlights look that many guys have. He's just going about his business, and he gets the pop up there.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in now is the left fielder, Andre Ethier. Now the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
And that misses, 1-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that will be the first base hit of the ball game for the Dodgers.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at-bat.
Juan Uribe will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Trumbull has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Dodgers leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Nelson Cruz will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
Montero waits. Now the pitch. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and set to go the second baseman, Aaron Hill. Too low, 1-0. And Hill able to lay off again. It's 2-0 now. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. swing hard liner to left center. And a leaping try there, but he comes up a bit short as this is into left center, a base hit.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Mark Trumbo will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
First pitch coming. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
All right, let's go.
Right back to the bender again, and he's got him in an 0-2 hole now. Do we see that pitch again here?
If we do, it better not be in the strike zone.
And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. One left for Arizona. We'll move to the third with no score. A.J. Ellis is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Leading off for the Dodgers, catcher A.J. Ellis.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Fouled back. And that's a setup pitch right there, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And this is fouled back and out of play. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now the pitch. And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. Trumbo is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Batting ninth, pitcher Michael Lee.
Michael Lee will take his cuts now.
He swings at everything. Throw it anywhere you want.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Go. Swing better.
Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And how about that? His first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come, seeing he's a pitcher, so an exciting moment for him for sure.
And good hitting pitchers are a luxury for a manager to have. Not that this one hit is going to prove that he'll be a good hitting pitcher, but some pitchers do take it really seriously. And no matter what the case is, it's pretty cool to pick up a big league knock. I know how tough it is.
Hanley Ramirez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Third inning, no score to this point. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. That's hard hit back up the middle. To second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Eric Chavez makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Baseman, Eric Chavez.
And here's a cold strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Come on, D-backs, let's go!
And now a pitch on the way.
Here we go.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Let's go.
And the fastball here is hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
Yeah, an ideal setup here with the pitcher on deck. He comes through with a solid single to start things out, and now you give your pitcher a chance to bunt you over and make a productive out.
Matt Campbell will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here.
Come on, D-backs.
Infield expecting bunt. Here's the first pitch. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
And it goes without saying, but how well this team plays defensively is going to say a lot about how they fare this year. They made it a big priority in spring training, so you hate to see them start making errors here on opening day.
Gerardo Parra will dig in with a couple of guys in scoring position and a chance to take the lead here in the early going. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
And this is all about having faith in your catcher that he's going to block that pitch as well he should. He's one of the best around when it comes to smothering balls in the dirt.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. And this is fouled back and out of play. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far.
Big opportunity, guys.
Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. This is hit sharply to the left side. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. But somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Didi Gregorius will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
Outside and low, 3-0. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. And this is swung on and grounded to Ramirez at short. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ballgame.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. And that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI groundout.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in. He grounded out his first time. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
He took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side.
Come on, be back.
And this is low, but it's roped in quickly, and that runner will hold at second base. In there, 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And this is lined hard to deep left. Ethier will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. 3 innings complete. D-backs out in front, 1-0. Justin Turner will come forward to lead things off here for the Dodgers, with Adrian Gonzalez due to hit next.
Justin Turner.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
It's getting out here.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now he swings and hits this ball on the ground. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Yeah, and that's a good job here to get off the mound quickly, pounce on it, and then make a good, strong throw.
One gone now in the Dodger fourth. And stepping in now, the slugging first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Now a ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. He'll take this in without much trouble, and two are gone here to start the fourth.
Center fielder number 27, Matt Kemp.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring in the powerful center fielder, Matt Kemp.
Come on now, let's go.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Now a pitch swung on and pulled toward Chavez at third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. It remains 1-0. Nelson Cruz will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
For the Diamondbacks here in the fourth. Right fielder, Nelson
First pitch coming.
Cruz.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole. 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Now the 1-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Boy, that curveball is really moving now. He gets him to swing right over the top of it, and then you're going to see the nice work behind the plate to do a little cleanup back there and then get the put out down at first.
Miguel Montero will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. First pitch coming. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Well, broken bat, little looper down to third. Keeping your focus on the baseball is the thing you have to do here. which is easier said than done when you've got a flying projectile heading your way. But he takes this one in, no problem.
Aaron Hill will stand in. A base hit his first time around. First pitch on the way. Lays off 1-0.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Swing and a miss for strike one.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Yasiel Puig will stand in to lead things off for Los Angeles, and he'll be followed in the order by Andre Ethier, waiting his turn on deck. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Next for the Dodgers, left fielder, Andre Ethier.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And stepping in now is the left fielder, Andre Ethier. First offering on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now here's the pitch. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. Look at this. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. What a play.
Boy, that's really a great play here at first. This ball has double written all over it. And that's a great job there to lay himself out and then hustle over to the bag to get the 3 unassisted put out.
Juan Uribe will try it again. He flew out his first time. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. And a leaping effort there, but it's over his head into left center, a base hit.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the 3rd hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
A.J. Ellis will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
And he takes a called strike up and out over the plate. 0-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and yes, he went around. It's strike 3. 1 left for L.A. They trail this one 1-0. Mark Trumbo will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Left fielder, Mark Trumbo.
Now here's the first pitch. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first by Ramirez takes care of him. 1 away.
Wow, he's using that fastball to devastating effect out there now. She gets another out here. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Eric Chavez will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Here's the first offering. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
And I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Good curveball, strike 2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away.
And I can tell you, from facing guys like this my whole career, you may think you're getting a curveball, but when a guy's throwing in the high 90s, it's darn near impossible to sit on one.
Matt Campbell will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. One run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And this will be fouled away. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They lead it 1-0. Michael Lee will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
Michael Lee.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Fouled back. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Yeah, 2 straight fastballs in on the hands. They haven't produced a strikeout. So now 2-2, you've got a few options here.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. On the ground to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. He dials down on that one, but the result's the same. It's a called strike as he's in the hole now, 0-2. And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul. Swing and a liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, he had to get up for that one. Sometimes the leap is a little bit more showy, but not here. He was up there a good 2 or 3 feet to pull it in.
Justin Turner will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Too high. 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. They'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he got him. Dodgers down in order. They still trail 1-0. Gerardo Parra will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Here's a ball chopped toward the second baseman. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Didi Gregorius will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. First pitch to him. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
Now he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And the catch made out there by Ethier, and that's out number 2.
And we get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
So 2 away for the D-backs here in the 6th. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
Now a swing and a ball hit foul to first as the first base coach had to do a little skip to my Lou there. Another 0-2 home. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front, and before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Adrian Gonzalez will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
A little too tall that time, 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Get ready for the game.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Now you see Diamondbacks manager Kirk Gibson out of the dugout and on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. David Hernandez is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night. Matt Kemp will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Run the runner down.
2-0 now.
Now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. To second for one. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play. Yasiel Puig will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. And here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. A 2-1 offering. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Curveball that time, but he's not fooled as it's sent into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, the tying runs on base now with 2 outs, and who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
Andre Ethier will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. There he goes. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Dodgers go down quietly. They're down 1-0. Nelson Cruz will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
That's the pitch that's so hard to lay off. It looks pretty good coming in, but he breaks off his swing just in time.
Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0.
Now he's going to get a visit from his catcher just to make sure he's all right. But this might actually be more of a stall tactic here. I mean, his pitch count, it's starting to get up there, so this might just be to buy a little time for that bullpen.
Now the 2-0 home to Cruz. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead.
And the way he's kept the ball around the plate so far, he deserves a few calls at this point in the game.
Let's go.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Ellis is out of the crouch, and he stays with it for route number 1.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits, both of them are singles. And he's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Miguel Montero will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. And the only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Montero waits. Now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Now the 1-2 home to Montero. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
The second baseman, number 2.
Aaron Hill will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Come on, face it now.
Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside, it's 1-0. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
And Hill able to lay off again. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Mark Trumbo will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Now the first pitch. And this ball will be chopped foul. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen.
And that could turn out to be a very big insurance run right there. That makes this a 2-run game now. And the way their starter's pitching, he may not wind up even needing it. But at least it gives him a little bit of a cushion out there.
And now we see Dodgers manager Don Mattingly out of the dugout and on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around.
Your attention, please. Now
So a
pitching for
call to the
Dodgers,
bullpen now, and they'll make a
number
move for the
56,
left-hander here.
J.P. Howard.
Eric Chavez will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Jobby, let's go. Big hit, Jobby. Big hit, Jobby. Let's go.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1 2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
Come on, Eric.
Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. In quickly with it is Kemp, and that'll hold the runner at third base.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Cody Ross will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7, Cody Ross.
Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
A ball hit hard to the left side. And that is through for a base hit. And the move to the bench will pay off handsomely. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion. Gerardo Parra will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. And he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And a good sinker there as it's bounced to third. A flip on to Turner there for the force out, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. D-backs lead it 3-0.
Your attention, please.
And we'll have a new pitcher here as the right-hander J.J. Putz will make an appearance. Andre Ethier will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
For the Dodgers, left fielder Andre field.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And the pitch. And Ethier will hang around a little longer as that misses to make it 2-2 now. And oh, strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1. Couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Juan Uribe will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Split-fingered pitches in there for strike 1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Now a swing and a chance for Goldschmidt over at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The catcher, number
A.J.
17.
Ellis will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And Putz can really bring that heat as he jumps ahead 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Dodgers nothing. There's Dodger manager Don Mattingly making his way out to confer with the home plate umpire, and it would appear we're going to see a double switch here. Brian Wilson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Brendan Harris will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 35, Brendan Harris.
Didi Gregorius is the batter now as he looks at a bowl of 1-0. And it runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
The 2-0. Now a cut fastball finds the target. 2-1.
One strike. Come on. Here we go.
Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2.
Hit that ball. Here we go.
Swung on and hit softly on a line. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 44,
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. First pitch coming from Wilson. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Now a ball lined into left field. That's a base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in left.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. And here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Nelson Cruz will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Really using that slider to his advantage in this at-bat. It's 0-2. He's gotten that pitch past him twice here. Now, do you push your luck or give him something else?
Let it ride. Keep it out of the zone. See if he'll chase.
And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Miguel Montero will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
At second, Goldschmidt. Now the pitch. Fouled straight back. And he turns on one here, but I think he turned a bit too much as this ball had the distance, but it'll wind up a foul ball souvenir. 2 out here and a runner at second.
Put one in the bleachers now.
Here comes another 0-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Addison Reed is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 43, Addison Reed.
Brendan Harris will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so Quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Reed, of course, coming over from the White Sox in the deal that sent Matt Davidson to Chicago, and he should provide an immediate upgrade to this Diamondback bullpen.
And if you remember, they were terrible 2 years ago. One of the worst bullpens in history. They started to come around a little bit last year, and now getting an all-star in there should help them get even better.
And that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the ninth.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And it's back to the top of the order now for Hanley Ramirez. Now here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Ball one.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. That's well hit over Hill and into right center, a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Justin Turner will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
Don't let him score.
The 1-0 pitch. Off the plate again, and it's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Boy, nothing working for him at this point. It's 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
Line drive. Base hit left field. Throw comes back in by Trumbo, and the runner will be forced to hang on at third base.
Another base hit right there. Their third hit in a row, and now the bases are loaded here with still nobody out.
Adrian Gonzalez will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
They've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
Cut him down right here.
Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators, foul. And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now one away.
Oh, that is a great call right there. They really needed a strikeout in that spot. They got it. And now with one away, you can even get out of this scot-free if you can get a ground ball here.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And that'll bring in the powerful center fielder, Matt Kemp. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
And now you can go for two up the middle here with one away. It's a little riskier, but it is an option.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Now with two strikes, look, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
Here comes a 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with two away now.
And if he could just bear down and get one more guy right here and get out of this, he's going to get an ovation like he's never heard, because that was a big second out.
Yasiel Puig will stand in as their last chance now. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Can't afford to get overconfident on the mound. Got two of the three outs you need here, but this is still a very dangerous hitter. You're not out of the woods yet.
A swing and a miss on a good pitch, and the Dodgers are down to their final strike now. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Fouled straight back. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. A ball hit softly on a line to third. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
And a good job here to come in and finish this one off. And in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day and turns in a great performance. That's how you want to get your season started.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Diamondbacks are victorious here, 3-0. Good night from Phoenix.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Dodgers, no runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 49,033. The Diamondbacks thank you for joining us here at Chase Field and remind you to please drive home safely.